Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I am using the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, and our card of focus is Rock Bottom, but it came out in reverse. You guys, I kid you not. I don't know why. We're getting a lot of reversals lately. And I've never had this card in reverse before. So here we go, right? Rock bottom in reverse. So when this card is reversed, it's a symbol for addictions in all forms. What? Subtle or obvious. It can be doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. These things are never going to provide you with what you desire. Okay? At this moment, there is nowhere else to go, and you are facing the end of a road. All right, this makes total sense as we're approaching the end of the year. So don't stress, don't freak out, okay? So if you fear change, be willing to change. Surrender what you want to the higher power. Ask for truth. Allow humanity to be your guiding, humility, to be your guiding force from within. Okay, you're always going to get what you need. You are only a victim of your perception, so take heart, because you can't sink any farther. All right, we're at rock bottom. The only way to go from here is up, and wondrous things await you. So, I mean, it's interesting that this card talks about, in the reversed, it talks about being a symbol for addiction in all forms, subtle or obvious. And I think that when we are in the holiday season and we get back together with family, we get back to groups of friends, we sort of can kind of slip back into who we were in those situations, right? So maybe you and your groups of friends, they go out partying at night. Okay, that can be a form of addiction. Maybe you have a certain way that you behave around your family. It can also be a form of addiction, like anything that's habitual that we can slip back into. So take this message with a grain of salt, okay? This is just about being aware of when you become something other than who you are in this moment. When we slip into old patterns, when we slip into old behaviors, when we become who we are not in this moment, okay? That is a form of addiction. It's a form of a pattern. It's a form of all of these things. And it's easy to slip back into those things, right? So, take it with a grain of salt. This is not scary by any means. This is just, honestly, I really, really feel like this is a holiday thing. You know, we get back together with people that we haven't seen in a while. We get triggered. We behave from old mindsets. We step into old patterns. Like, I really do believe like this is what this is talking about. So I have the Rider-Waite here. And we're going to dig into this a little bit. I think it's just really kind of a cautionary tale. You know, it's okay to let people see who you are now. Right? So anyway, I want to thank you all so much for being here. And I really appreciate bringing you these messages. And I hope you are all well. Especially, we're just a couple of weeks out from Christmas and the holiday season. And it can be real triggering for a lot of people. Like, it's a joyous, joyful time. But remember, not everybody has that experience with the holidays, right? All right. What is going on with you at the dinner table with your family? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. well. You are to remember that your cup is overflowing with abundance of love and joy, right? In your energy comes the Hierophant. So you are stepping into your wisdom, right? The Hierophant is about wisdom. It's about wisdom, teaching. Maybe you're at the head of the head of the table this year. Who knows what your situation is? Keep in mind, this is about your community. It is about celebration, right? I really do feel like this is a holiday reading. I don't know why, but I'm just going to go with it. So, yes. So, in your energy, this is kind of about tradition. Are you starting your own tradition? Are you kind of breaking away from how you've been in the past, right? Breaking out of old patterns. It is quite possible with this reading so far. That's what it seems like. Well, accepting your energy, you're kind of in tradition, but maybe I feel like you're starting your own tradition. I feel like that is what this is about. I feel like you are breaking pattern. Yep. Yeah. You're breaking patterns. So the eight Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped, stuck in a situation, frustrated, and I really feel like you're breaking this, especially with this Ace of Cups coming out. All right. Yeah, I think that you are breaking some patterns here. All right. I think hang on, I want to write that down really quick. Breaking patterns. That's what this reading is about. You're breaking patterns, you're breaking tradition, you're starting your own tradition. Especially with this community that you have around you. Come on. Give me a card for the energy. Oop. Just one, not 10. Okay. I'm so sorry. It's like, come on out. Marco. Marco. Yeah. You might feel like you have to stand your ground in this energy. I really do feel like you're starting your own tradition, right? It's fine to do it your way, all right? But you're feeling like you're coming up against some odds. So maybe you're not going home for Christmas. Maybe you're not going home for the holidays, and that might be triggering for some people. Stand your ground. That's your energy. That's awesome. You do you. Family's gonna understand. Yeah, I mean, come on. This is independence, typically in the material world. So this is going to benefit you somehow in the material world with your foundation, with your stability. All right. Very, very grounded energy. It also represents financial independence as well, especially with the 9 here. And, I mean, if we're talking about the holidays, which apparently this reading is about, I hear you. You might be saving a lot of money. Friends, community. Maybe that's where you want to put your investments this holiday season. And it's totally okay. All right. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, it's going to make some people upset. This is why you've been feeling a little frustrated and trapped in the situation. It's going to upset some people. It doesn't matter. You have that Ace of Cups there. You have to do what makes your heart sing. Okay. I feel like this is kind of specific. Yeah, in your energy comes the Ace of Swords. So yeah, you're going to have some clarity around the situation. Okay. I mean, that's really hard when your tradition is to go home and be with a huge family, and then all of a sudden maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. Maybe there's a reason that you can't get there. People are going to be upset, but you know the truth of the situation. Maybe it's just absolutely not possible this year. And that's okay. It is absolutely okay. They'll get over it. They still love you. All right, come on. Whoa, something just flipped out. Wow, it went all the way over there. All right. Okay, yeah, the Knight of Swords. This is really a fast-moving energy. So the Knight of Swords rushes in, kind of to save the day typically, but can also be a little rash. Not thinking about the consequences, right? But they're also really quick to get to the truth of the matter. So even if, and I know this sort of has turned into a going home for Christmas or not reading, even if you can't, like the truth is going to come out regardless. Like they're going to understand why you can't get there, okay? Even though it's going to cause some conflict momentarily, that's gonna leave really, really fast, okay? It's a weird time out there, you guys. I totally understand. Yeah, this feels like that. It feels like it's time for you to do your own thing and to step away from sort of this old pattern, outdated pattern, unhealthy pattern. Yeah, it's going to put an ending to a lot of pain. You know who I'm talking to. It's okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're looking towards something else. Looking towards building a different kind of future for yourself. And I think that's wonderful. Okay. I think it's really, really, really wonderful. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. Yeah, this is a new beginning for you. This is you breaking away from something that you're meant to break away from. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So breaking away from this old pattern, as we spoke of before, is also going to set you on the path for an unshakable foundation. Okay. This is something that's really, really important for you to do. So the cards basically are saying, do start your own tradition this year. That's what the cards are saying. So please take it as it resonates. If it doesn't fit for you, it's okay. It's not meant for you. This is for someone, though. All right. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you next time. Bye.